I don't know. I don't know. That's the deal.
Also, did Matt get evicted last night? Because the dude still hasn't even tried to play this game. I mean, is he going to message me? I had to reach out to him when he was on the block, and he still didn't say save me or anything. Didn't try to make any sort of deal. I don't know if he's playing. I don't know if he was evicted last night, because literally nothing has changed in my department with Matt.
So last week, Dina won the power veto, and I really like Dina, and she told me she was not going to use it because she wanted to keep me and other people safe. So I was really happy she ended up really not using it, and this means that I'm safe from week 1 even without safety. So I'm really happy for that. But I still have to evict someone. I was just like, honestly, I wanted to evict Matt because like I'm closer to Aaron, and also Shane told me some stuff. Shane came to me and he told me that there is a rumor going around about an All Girls Alliance, and that there's also another rumor saying that Matt and Kieran are like really close in real life. And they're like friends for more than a year. For like years. So after I heard that, I was like, okay, easy, let's get Matt out. Like, why isn't everyone voting for Matt? Like, that's just, if we keep Matt's going to that room of powers. He's probably going to get a power, I don't know. And he's going to give Kieran and his All Girls Alliance a lot of power, and we should not want that to happen. However, I was talking to people and everyone was like kind of wanting to keep Matt and get Aaron out. And I think it's because of like Aaron had a bad social game, I don't know. But I was pushing for Aaron to stay. I was pushing for Matt to go home. And like I was like going to vote for Aaron to stay, but like last minute Shane told me like, hey Pietro, you should vote to Aaron out because we don't have the numbers. And if it wasn't for Shane, I would have voted a minority. So Shane, like, I really have got a lot of respect for Shane right now, and I really trust him right now because if it wasn't for him, I would have voted for Aaron to stay thinking I was going to be a majority. That's how bad I'm playing.
Viewing party. So, oh God, what is up? So I had a conversation with Kieran today, and Kieran reminded me that there are multiple alliances going on. I neglected this fact, and the only alliance I'm in is the one I started, the Splendid Several. I'm confident we have the majority. I don't really know. Man, this is really going to suck. I'm going to have to start splintering off into separate alliances. I think the only good way to do that is to start going off into... we're going to have to splinter off the Splendid Several because we're systematically taking out the non-Splendid. If that continues going as well, that's probably what we're going to have to do.
All right, hello viewing party. It is the morning of the HOH competition, and I figured I would do a quick diary room check-in. So I felt good about yesterday. Like Dina won the power veto and didn't use it, which was good. I felt that secured trust with like Colin and with that big group. And everything was fine and dandy until the vote, and then things kind of started to hit the fan. So the girls had this like really cool idea, like, oh my gosh, what if we have this like girls alliance and Final Four girls, this would be amazing. And I like really believed them and trust them. But either they're just not as good of players as I thought they were, or they're like really smart players and doing something that I don't know what's happening. But all of a sudden everyone found out about the girls alliance. And well, first of all, a lot of things happened that the girls just started freaking out. Like someone started, like Shane or something tried to start flipping the vote and stirring the pot, and the girls started freaking out. And then people started talking about the all girls alliance, and the girls started freaking out. And I felt like I was putting out a lot of fires, like basically saying like, okay guys, this is literally how you play the game. So like, of course someone's trying to go in and stir the pot and flip the vote. Because literally Rachel was like, oh my gosh, do I go change my vote? And I was like, no, that's literally exactly why he's telling you. Like why he is coming to you and saying, hey, I heard the vote flipped, because he's trying to get your vote to flip. Idiots. But So I felt like last night was a lot of me saying, okay, calm down. Like, let's focus on what we know. Like, there's a strategy here. Or like when people started coming to like Rachel, it seems like Rachel is the key in this, but people were going to Rachel, like, worrying about the All-Girls Alliance, the All-Girls Alliance. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, denied. We never did that. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, if we go in and try to tell people, like, there's no Girls Alliance, they don't know what you're talking about, they're not going to believe us. Like, no, these people aren't stupid. So I was like, a better strategy would be just to, like, diffuse it and, like, make them think we're doubting it too, like, that we don't really trust it. But I'm getting a little tired of being the one to offer these, like, tactical solutions. So I'm thinking I'm just going to step back, maybe let the Girls Alliance just implode, because it already seems like Rachel is the one who's freaking out the most, so I'm not surprised if she would just jump ship and go to someone else. So what I'm going to do is just kind of become friends with other people. I feel like I'm playing a pretty good social game. I mean, the only people who I feel like don't like me is Carl. So, and then I really haven't talked to, like, Shane much, but I mean, I feel like I've played nice with everyone, so I'm not super worried, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this all-girls thing, mostly because they're super dramatic. Dina is smart. I would love to keep playing with Dina. Same with Kaylee. So maybe it's just Rachel is the problem in this group. So I'm kind of actually hoping maybe she does something crazy, and then if someone does target the girls group, they just target Rachel. And then she gets out. So, yep, that's my take. I'm going to throw the HOH competition. I'm not going to tell Daniel, my partner. I'm just going to let him think I'm going for it, but I do not want to win HOH, not even a little bit. So we'll see. Maybe I'll check back in later.
It's Slade's Car Update, round 2. I don't have any shot. I think I'm winning this motherfucking game right now, to be honest with y'all. If I'm just being dead ass. Okay, if I can just spill the real tea. Because I suck at clubs. Why am I so bad at Big Brother clubs? I don't understand. I'm so good at clubs in Survivor. But I suck at Big Brother clubs. What is wrong with me? I don't even remember what the veto was yesterday. What the fuck did we do yesterday? Fucking picture, no. Categories. I lost categories. I'm not one for board games. Apparently, I don't fucking play board games. Let's play League of Legends. I'll be HOH then. Hold on, let's cut. Apparently, Kieran's like, I'm just being added to all these group chats randomly. Like, what kind of strategy is this? Well, I'm not. The fuck? I'm like, well, it's a good thing they wanted to work with you. She's like, no, it's not. Bitch, let's trade then. Let's motherfucking trade then. How about that, bitch? How about that? The fuck? So I got one alliance. No, I got 2. I got a trio, and then one that someone randomly made today with I don't even know who's in it. I don't really care. The fuck? I'm praying to Jesus that somebody who don't want to put me up wins HOH, because I don't even know who would go up if someone won HOH. I just need to be a nice neutral party. I'm a float, bitch. Give me some swimmies, okay? Because again, I'm just trying to get to the jury.
So, after yesterday's debacle of almost being backdoored, I'm coming into today with a lot more hope. And I'm like, you know what? It's a new week or new 2 days, whatever. I can fight for HOH and possibly fight for veto. Like, I've now tasted danger of going home, and I don't want to. So once I wasn't going to be backdoored, I was like, all right, I need to get on it. I need to step my game up. Then it got announced that it was going to be a duos HOH comp. I just want to play for myself. I just want to play for me. And then it got announced that it's Yahtzee. Yes, there's some strategy in Yahtzee. But if you roll the dice and the dice don't come with what the fuck you need, then you fucked, fam. Like, it's mostly luck. But then there's some strategy of picking, oh, am I going to do the 4 of a kind, or am I going to put it towards like the 4s or whatever. I'm not going to explain Yahtzee. So I go pretty early on today, already not feeling great, because Daniel S. had admitted to me, who's my partner, he had said, I've never played Yahtzee before. Great, love that. So I play early on today, and I get a score of 273, which at first I'm like, all right, work, that's not bad. Lady Luck is on my side. Then I'm like, okay, let me go Google. I'm like, dear Google, what is an average score in Yahtzee? And they say about 250. Well, now I'm like, well, shit, I don't think my score is that good. And then I'm like, all right, what is an average score of someone who gets 1 Yahtzee? Because I had 1 Yahtzee. And they said between 270 and 320. I'm like, I'm at the very bottom of that range. So, and I'm like, there are people who are going to get a Yahtzee, if not 2 Yahtzees. There are 14 of us playing. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not feeling too good. Daniel S. is like, Daniel S. is like, I feel decent. And I told him to go look up what the average score of Yahtzee was. And he goes, I did below average. And I'm like, well, fuck, we're definitely not winning then. And then it got announced that I am HOH. What fucking poetic justice is this? I was about to be backdoored. No one would talk to me. People wanted me gone. And now I'm king of the fucking castle. And I have so many messages that I can't get through them all during the workday. I am elated. Holy fuck. If I go home in 14th, I got to be HOH, so work.
All right, gang, the results are in. Just like the other day with Collins HOH, I will not accept nominations before 6 o'clock, and they will be due by 10 p.m. And that's all Eastern time. Right now it's like 4:45 Eastern time. So I don't know where everyone is. Winning this co-HOH with a combined score of 492. Congratulations to the pair of Daniel Sanchez and Carl Landon Clark. You are the co-heads of household.
So, Daniel S. and Carl won HOH, which I'm half okay with because I'm good with Carl. Daniel S. not so much, but I don't know what he's going to do. I'm worried that I may have to blow shit up. It's going to be unfortunate, but if that's what's got to happen, that's what's got to happen. Kieran seems like totally calm, so like I have no idea what the hell is going to happen. I'm just sad that my score was garbage. I got so fucking unlucky, and I hate myself. Especially that these two won HOH. Again, I can feel completely comfortable with Carl. It's Daniel S. I'm worried about. Fuck. How do I pitch this? Slade, because he gave you the plague. Matt to split that up. I have no fucking idea.
So, right now I'm talking a lot of game with Carl. Well, maybe not a lot, but I feel like I'm going to start to. Now, so, God, here's something that I'm kind of pulling together in my mind and kind of, I don't know, that I'm starting to think about. So, if I start pulling together alliances with people in the non-splendid that could act as a barrier to me getting nommed. So, I think it would be interesting. So, like, okay, say I'm in an alliance with Carl and Slade and I think Matthew. I don't know, just pull together some people who aren't in any alliances, then I think that, I don't know, that could protect me, and if it came down to it, if I got nommed against one of the Splendid, then I would, I don't know, have more votes. If I went up against Kieran, I'd be done for. She talks to everybody. She's in like a million alliances. I don't even know what's going on with Kieran. Kieran is our resident popular house guest, and I think that if there's a contest, she would win that one. So that's my thoughts. Other than that, so who do we have up on the block? We have Kieran again, and Andrew. Oh God, why did I forget his name? I was the one who nominated him. Holy Jesus. So, yeah, with any luck, Andrew is going to be out. Or just, in any case, not Kieran. And with any luck, Kieran is going to end up being the one who gets sent to the room of choices. Which would be a great help for the Splendid. So, yeah, let's see what happens.
So last night, I'm talking with Daniel, like, hey, who's your partner? And he's like, Carl. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't talk to Carl that much. But that's fine. Like, you're cool. In the back of my mind, I'm like, please, no Carl, no Daniel S. Please, no Carl, no Daniel S. They are such wild cards. I have no idea who they're aligned with. And HOH, Carl and Daniel S. So now I'm trying to reach out to both of them. I talked to Carl. Carl actually messaged me first, which is great. And I'm like, I'm just so nervous. In the back of my mind, I'm so nervous about Carl. We haven't really got to talk much. And when we did talk, he left me on red, which I get it. I'm used to it, but kind of nervous about it. And he upfront told me, like, you're safe. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. So now I just have to talk to Daniel S., which Daniel is, like, we've talked quite a bit. And he's given me nothing. I mean, the guy is literally like Fort Knox up in here, not letting out any secrets. I'm just like, dude, just let me know if I can breathe or not. Just let me know if I'm safe. That's all I want to know.
Hey y'all, still kind of like calming down from how crazy these past 24 hours have been, going from possibly being backdoored and not feeling super safe with my position in this game to now being co-HOH. It's been definitely just a crazy ride over the past 24 hours, so definitely still trying to breathe in, breathe out. But as co-HOH, I have the responsibility of nominating just one person for eviction this week. Before we get started with my nomination and my reasoning, I want to say something first. So Daniel Sanchez and I are indeed co-HOHs, and we are choosing to nominate individually. We are not nominating as a duo. I told him who I'm nominating for my reasoning, and I told him he can nominate whoever he wants for his reason for his game, and I told him I would support that as his co-HOH. I deem that to be the only fair way to do it, as we both earned the HOH together, that it seems fair that we both are allowed to do what's best for our game, and to respect the nominations. So with that being said, my nomination should be pretty clear. I am nominating Kieran for eviction this week. Kieran, nothing personal. You gave me the plague in the first HOH comp, and you gave me a 12.5% chance of being the first person eliminated. So I just think it's only fair that I repay the favor, just because nobody else has done something to impede my game. So again, nothing personal, just trying to be fair. So hope you can respect the decision and we can move forward from this. But sorry, Kieran. But good luck, everyone else.
Tonight, I choose to nominate Edward. No hard feelings, Edward. and best of luck tomorrow.
And these are my confessions. I'm in my flannel. This is my natural self. I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet. We just had the noms. I have no fucking idea what Daniel S. is thinking. I feel like I don't want Karen to leave, but loose lips sink ships, girl, and your lips be really loose these days. Hope that's not offensive. I don't know. I really don't want to have to vote her out. But not looking good. That is all. Bye.
But anyways, a new round comes, and when I went to round 2, I was like, okay, like there's 3 people that I don't want to see winning HOH, and they are Rachel, Daniel K, and Andrew, because like they're the 3 people that I feel like I talk to the least. And I ended up being in a duo, having Andrew as my partner, and I was like, okay, that's perfect, because like now I'm gonna have to talk to Andrew, and if he's HOH, he will not be able to nominate me, so that's perfect. I really like being partnered with Andrew, but I was still kind of scared of Rachel or Danielle K win. But Carl and Daniel S ended up winning, and honestly, I feel really good about Carl. I really like him, and I do feel like he's kind of in the same position as I am in the game, where like we're now really aware of what's going on. So, and he ended up really telling me like, hey, you know, you're safe. I'm not putting you up. But I was a little worried about Daniel S putting me up. So I went up to him and I just told him like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm not going after you. I have no intention on targeting you. Please keep me safe. And I'm safe. The nominees are Edward and Kieran. Kieran because of like that drama with Carl, and honestly between those 2 I want to vote Kieran out just because I think she's a bigger threat. And like I also really like Edward. However, like I have a really good relationship with both Kieran and Edward, and I really didn't want to get picked for the veto, but here I am. I got picked for the veto. Shit. What do I do now? Like I don't know if I'm gonna throw the competition or not, because like there's always a probability of Daniel S putting me up as a replacement nominee if the veto is used, because like I'm not that close to him. But I want to make sure, like I'm gonna go talk to Daniel S before the veto competition just to tell him like, hey, what do you want me to do? I like you, we're cool, right? Just to make sure like if the veto is used, he's not gonna put me up. And if I feel like I'm good with Daniel S, I'm throwing the competition. I don't want to have to like break the trust with Kieran or Edward, because like I really like the 2 of them, and I don't want to make a decision this early in the game. So yeah, but first I'm gonna see what I can get from Daniel S, because like I'm not in here to throw a competition and to just be the replacement nominee. No, I'm not. But moving on, I was finally added to an alliance. I have an alliance now, but the alliance doesn't have a name. But it's Andrew, Dina, Shane, Slade, and myself. And out of this group, I really like everyone but Andrew, because like I'm not close to him, but he was my partner and everything, and I hope I can get close to him. So yeah, I really like this group. I really like everyone in this group, especially Dina and Shane. Oh, and Slade's very cool too. But yeah, I like this group. However, I feel like this group, people from this group are in other groups anyways, but whatever, at least I'm a part of something. I'm really trying to improve my connections with the people in the house, and I feel really good with Kaylee. Like, I think she's the one that I'm closest to, like Kaylee, Dina, and Shane. I really like the 3 of them. And I'm really vibing with Kaylee. I think she's dope. And yeah, I just told her like, hey, I like you a lot, and I want to work with you. And I also told Dina that I really like her and that I want to work with her. And that's the thing. Like, I do think I do feel I'm close to the girls, and people talking about an All Girls Alliance and trying like to target the girls. I'm just like, holy shit, like if there is an All Girls Alliance, I kind of want to be a part of that because these girls treat me way better than everyone else. Like, I do feel included in some stuff talking to the girls, except for Rachel because I don't talk to her. But yeah, that's it for my second confessional. I'll say I'll talk about the video tomorrow. I'm probably throwing the video, but as I said, I'm going to talk to Daniel S first.
Apparently, I done missed the memo that it's a double HOH, because I didn't see that. But